Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. Thank you all for joining me once again. I just want to speak a few brief minutes here about a article that was sent to me a few days ago, and it's in reference to Mayor Mandani's proposal to create government-owned grocery stores that would be free. You could go inside the grocery stores and you can get whatever you need to get, I guess, for free. That was what the headline said in the video. It was actually a video. It wasn't an article. It was actually a video. And in the video that was sent to me, these men were around making their point about what this would do for the city of New York and so forth. And yeah. So anyway, this proposal to create government-owned grocery stores by Mayor Mandani would cost maybe $30 million. I think somewhere up in the lines of $30 million. Let me just say right off the front, free ain't free. It's really simple. It's really not anything to really debate about a lot. I mean, but free ain't free. It's not free. It's free for the people that go in the grocery store and get the items that they want to get, but it's not free. Someone is paying to put those groceries there. And the people the $30 million that this may cost the mayor in terms of opening up a government-owned grocery store where you can go in for free or pay hardly nothing for anything, it's paid by someone. And guess who is paying for it? Taxpayers. Now, for people that are not working, and this is no affront to people that are not working, but for people that are not working, this doesn't really bother them because they're not working. But for people that are working in the city of New York, in addition to people leaving the city of New York because of the high taxes and numerous other things, this is going to be a heavy, heavy burden on them. But you could argue also that Mandani is fulfilling his campaign agenda. He said he was going to open up free grocery stores, government-owned grocery stores, and that's what he's proposing to do, and that's what he's going to try to do. Someone else could say, well, okay, we voted for him, and he's doing what we voted for him to do. The problem for that is that somebody else is going to pay for that because free ain't free. Pardon me for the bad grammar, but it is what it is. Free is not free. Let me just say it more properly. Free isn't free. It isn't free. Okay. Free isn't free. The only thing that is free is salvation. That's free. That's free. But that's it. You know, life is free. When you're born in this world, life is given to us by God. That's free. Okay. These government-owned grocery stores are not free. They're not free to the taxpayers. And a lot of other stipulations go into that, okay? How much groceries are going to be put in there? I mean, how much produce, how much meat, how much dairy? I mean, how much money is he going to use? Because according to an interview in a press conference that the media had with him, he stated that he's going to build from the ground up. This has to be built from the ground up. And that would explain why it's going to cost so much money, like $30 million, upwards of $30 million, because it's going to be built from the ground up. It's not going to be, we're going to take over a pre-existing grocery store and take over that grocery store that's already in existence. They couldn't do that. I mean, they could try. I mean, who knows, you know? But I'm pretty sure the owners of that grocery store are not going to let some communists come in and take over their grocery store and offer free groceries to everyone. No. So they have to build it. He has to build it from the ground up. But by building it from the ground up, that's going to cost the taxpayers a lot of money. And when you talk about taxpayers, people kind of look at that and shrug it off. Man, you people are always talking about the taxpayers. It's going to cost the taxpayers. It's going to cost the taxpayers. That's the same mantra you conservatives are always saying and talking about. Let me say this. This isn't a conservative talking point, nor a liberal talking point. It's not a talking point. What's reality is reality. That's not a talking point. It's a reality. Where is the money coming from? It's not coming from Mandani and his board of trustees. It's not coming out of his pocket. Where is it coming from? You can say, okay, well, the government, the state government, the state governor will give him that money. But even the state governor doesn't have their own money. People got to understand the government, local, state, and federal, do not have their own money. The money comes, from the most part, the money comes from taxpayers on all levels. Workers, corporate tax, business tax, that's where the money comes from. So it's not their own money. That's why the government is obligated to serve the people, because we who are working pay their salaries. So once again, where the money coming from? Even if it comes from the state government, it's still taxpayer money. Just saying. But look, let me end it on this. They voted for him. People argue about Trump. And like I said before, I disagree with some of the things that he's doing. I disagree with the push for AI. I understand on a political level, that's all about competing with China and all the rest. But I disagree with it. There are certain aspects of it I disagree with, because it's putting a lot of people out of work. And also it's pushing the New World Order. Oops, I shouldn't have said that, but I said it. It's pushing that as well. Okay. And I disagree once again with the war in Iran. Okay, even though under Biden, we didn't have a war, but we were giving hundreds of billions with a B, hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine. So it's the same thing. The war in Iran that's costing us perhaps billions of dollars. It's the same thing that Biden was doing when he was allowing hundreds of billions of dollars to be given to Ukraine. What difference does it make? It's still depleting our money. You understand? Okay. So let's keep it fair. It's still pushing the globalist agenda either way. So I don't agree with that. But at the same time, on a local level, we should start paying attention to what's going on the local level. We can't change necessarily what's going on the federal level to a certain extent. We can't change it that much. But we can change what's going on the local level. And we have to recognize a socialist and a communist when they come forward. When they start saying things like, we're going to have government controlled this and government controlled that, you got to watch out, man. I'm telling you. And what's going to eventually happen, if it don't get fixed, what's going to eventually happen down the line, they're going to start running out of food in these places. And what's going to happen when people start stealing? Because people will steal. I mean, they're going to come in. I mean, man, it's just crazy. It's crazy. It's just crazy. It's absolutely insane. And like I said, I don't know exactly whether or not they're actually in the process of doing that now. I do know that Mayor Mandani is talking about it. He was interviewed for it. So whether or not this is going to actually come to pass or not, let's wait and see. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because it's just crazy. And we on the local level, those of us on the local level, citywide level, even state level, we got to understand, man. We got to listen to what these politicians are saying. You know, provided that we're going to, and as far as we're going to vote, we got to listen to what these politicians are saying to us. What are their campaign policies? That's what really matters, man. What are they pushing? What are they promoting? Okay, we got to pay attention to that, because if not, we'll put people in office that make it easier for them to push the global agenda. They make it easier for them to push the NWO. We have the power over that by who we vote for. Now, it could be argued that a lot of these people are already in the system. They already are you know, a part of the system anyway. So whoever we vote for doesn't really matter. To a large extent, particularly in a federal level, to a large extent, I'm not going to get into the details of it here in this channel, but to a large extent on the federal level, that is true to a large extent. But I don't want to discourage people from voting here, okay? And I'm not going to get into the details of that on this particular video, because I am taking a trajectory here, because I want people, I got to stick to what's in my heart. When I start seeing things happening, okay, I got to stick to what's in my heart and what I've studied down through the years. However, on a local level, we have more autonomy. We have more control. So I think we should pay more attention to what's going on locally and stop farting and pooting and snotting at what's going on federally, because there ain't a whole lot we can do about that. And we need to pay attention to what's going on locally, because if we're not paying attention to what's going on locally, and we're not paying attention to the campaign, the policies that these politicians are pushing in their campaigns, and we're not really listening to what they're saying, we're going to end up putting people in office that's going to make it easier to push the globalist agenda. We have to pay attention. The globalist agenda will be a globalist agenda based on communism. Communism is a globalist concept. It's not a local concept. It's globalist. The communists want a global hive mind. That's what they want. They want it to be global. Locally, we have to pay attention to them. That's all I'm saying here. So that's what I wanted to say about that. What do you guys think about what Mandani is doing? You think it's a good idea or a bad idea? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. God bless you all and see you again.